tell you a few things that I went through. It's coming, like, steps I had to go through and things I had to do, because everybody experience is different, and each week the app updates itself, so there's always some changes going on. The first thing I had to do was to go on www.visitjamaica.com. I'll put it down below so you can see. When I went on there, it asked me if I was a resident or non-resident. I'm a non-resident. I'm residing in New York at the moment, so I do not live in Jamaica. So I went on the non-resident part. Fill that out. That was like 5 days before my trip. Fill that out, but I didn't get to like finish it because well, I don't want to rush it. Okay, went on it, fill that up, and it asked me to do a COVID test before I come down. The COVID test should be no longer than 10 days old. So I did my test, and upon doing the test, I actually did the test, and I got the result back within like 3 days time. So but you have to go back on the app, and then you have to upload your test results. No, I uploaded the wrong test result because I was getting like results from like other like times, like, because I do get testing regularly. So upon doing that, getting tested regular and everything, I uploaded the wrong test result. I got denied the first time because that test result that I uploaded was older than 7 days old. I don't know why I can't talk today, guys, but it was older than 7 days old, so I was denied. Went back on, they told me I need to have a test that is like less than 10 days old. So I went now and uploaded the one that I recently got, and I got accepted. Now, immediately, just to make things a little bit easier, and I've been watching other YouTubers, so I had a little hint on what to do. I immediately downloaded the Jam COVID app, and I printed out my letter, and so that, see, I have my letter. Printed out my letter. I put the check on my letter. Printed out my letter. It looks like this. My acceptance letter. It said, travel authorization for Jamaica, your application has been approved. And then I also went ahead and uploaded printed out my COVID results also, even though I uploaded it already. So onto the airport now. Now at JFK, I didn't see nobody practicing social distance. As a matter of fact, when I was in the line, they had marks on where you're supposed to stand, and people were like, they weren't practicing no form of social distancing. Okay, people were just going about their daily business, and so no protocols was at JFK. All right. People had on their mask. That much was said. They had on their mask, but they were not distancing themselves. They were actually, you're here and you're trying to space yourself, somebody's coming right up next to you. So there was no social distancing at JFK. All right. At JFK, I was antagonized. I was there like 2 hours. They said, advise you not to come 3 hours before your flight, but to come 2 hours before your flight. Went there, and I was standing in security for over an hour. Like, my flight almost missed me. All right, I almost missed my flight. Standing there for over an hour now, waiting. They searched me. They took away my Lysol because I forgot I had my Lysol in my carry-on. They took away my Lysol, and some other stuff I had in my carry-on. So I was rushing now. After that, I was rushing to the gate. When I reached the gate, people were already lined up. All right, they were calling seat numbers. I didn't even know that that was what was going to happen. So I went there and I was standing in the line, and they lowered the plane from the back to the front, not from the front to the back, meaning that if you're in first class, I guess you could go in at any time, but I mean, I was in comfort class this time, and I went in pretty fast though. They loaded the plane from back to front just to avoid you know, contact, limit the points of contact. I don't even know if I'm explaining this properly. After that, in the plane now, I'm gonna insert like pictures in the plane, like video that I did in the plane, and you will see how in the plane they had there was, the middle seats were empty, and I got a seat. My seat that I sat in, it's 3 persons that we should sit in a row. It's comfortable, 3 persons sit in a row, and I was so fortunate. Like, the flight was actually not full.
So empty, guys. And you have to actually load your own bag. So the middle seats are empty, and you have to pack your own carry-on. The middle seats are empty. Oh God, I had a terrible time in security, guys. I had a terrible time. They took my Lysol. They took my Lysol from me and other stuff, so I had a terrible time. Oh God, it was awful. But I'm here now. When I get to the airport, then I'll as soon as I get to the airport, I'll let you know, like the procedures that they will want us to take when we get down. So I'll let you know that. But for now, we're boarding. We'll see you in a few, guys.
Seats beside me were empty. Well, the middle seat was normally supposed to be blocked, you know, but the other seat beside was empty. So I sat in a room where it was just me alone in the room. Nobody was there, so that's my good luck. But I'll show you in the video, the video at the top, where you will see all the middle seats are blocked. All the middle seats, nobody's sitting there. Let me see if I'm missing out anything. So on the flight, yes, I had to wear a mask throughout the flight. I wore a N95 mask, and I also, if you watch my previous video where I show you where I was preparing to what I'm gonna bring when I'm traveling, you see where this came in very handy, and I had my gloves and everything else. So the middle seat on the plane was blocked. I had nobody sitting beside me. And I had to wear a mask. Everybody had to wear a mask throughout the flight. Now, there was a passenger there that didn't want to wear his mask, and he was warned that, you know, if they had to tell him to wear his mask again, he'll be banned from flying on there. So he wore his mask. Now, upon arriving to Montego Bay Airport, I'm gonna put that up above too. When I arrived there, the video will be kind of shaky because I wasn't supposed to be like videoing anything. So yeah, first of all, I'm sorry guys, I'm hungry. Anyways, MBJ health official came on the plane to inform us of the procedures that we'll be going through. Like he was saying, hold up. He was saying to us that we'll be undergoing testing, and we should keep our practice social distancing and whatever, blah blah blah. It was just telling us like COVID-19, it's in Jamaica, they're trying to protect their borders, we should follow all protocols upon deplaning. We should follow all protocols, and there will be instructions and people to guide us as we go along. Now the plane, like, you know, first time when you reach Jamaica, everybody start clap and everything, so you land and everything, people hardly clap, nobody clap really. And the plane was a little bit different, because normally you'd have people just get up and start coming off, like, you know, like it was row by row, and they made sure of that row by row. And when you came off the plane, you were immediately given hand sanitizer. They sanitize you. You walk down that long, now anybody who has been to Montego Bay know that long corridor you walk down that long corridor. And then you came to immigration now, where you have to form a line. There was a long line. I'm going to put that up top too. There was a long line. We had to enter the line.
I don't know what they're doing right now. Probably their hands putting disinfecting people.
I have to have the fan on in the background because it's so hot. So where was I? A health official came on the plane to inform us of the procedures that we will undergo, including testing, and we should follow all protocols, etc. We were sanitized upon leaving the plane. When you go through that corridor at MBJ, we have to come to a stop because there was a long line. Guys, the line was, I'll put a picture, a video or something above. The line was so long. We had to be in that line now. There was a lady there, she was taking temperature. She wasn't even nice. She wasn't even like nice at all. She was taking temperature. So she did it. She gave us a piece of paper. She said, okay, then keep that paper if you don't lose your paper. So I had my paper. My temperature was like 97.6 at the time. And then walking now, a JDF officer came up to me because I was probably walking too fast. So I was like, he was like, distance. It was saying distance. You're not 6 feet apart. I had to actually go back until he told me to stop until I was 6 feet apart. I don't have a problem with that because I have to tell you that the protocol that they follow in MBJ is like 100% better than that in JFK. JFK was practicing no social distancing. Okay, so I did that, and then there was another line that I had to go into, but before going into that line I was sanitized again. At each checkpoint that we stopped, there was a big thing of hand sanitizer. You had to hand sanitize your hand, or they actually sanitize your hand for you. After so I left out of that line, I was told to go into another line where I would sit. And the lady asked me who am I going to stay with in Jamaica, if I'm staying at a hotel or if I'm with a relative. Basically, practically some of the same things that I had already filled out on the app. That's what they're asking me all over again. Nobody asked me to show them my test result. Nobody. The only time I used the letter was when I was boarding the plane. I had to give them the letter in New York before I board the plane. They will not let you on if you don't have a travel authorization letter. They won't let you on. And in Jamaica, you have to actually, I had to show Lily my travel authorization letter. I had to show her my that's it. She asked me, I was saying, do you want to see my test results? She was like, no, that's okay. We don't want to see that. That's not important. That's not important right now. That's not important right now. We want to see that. So guys, I don't know why I'm lost for words today. I'm not in my comfort zone. But we were she said she don't want to see that the thing. She asked me for my temperature, the paper I got. I gave her the temperature that paper I got, and she took all the necessary information. Now she was asking me who am I gonna stay with, and so I gave her a number because I was saying no, the person goes to work, like the number. She said no, we just want a number in Jamaica because we know your phone. They know your phone don't work in Jamaica. They know that. They know. So listen, you can't go around them at all. So they take a number of a person you'll be staying with, or if it's a hotel or something. Now after that, she took my address abroad, my address where I was staying in Jamaica, all the work she took, and then she gave me a piece of paper, and I had to go into another line where the other line I went into now. Oh, did I mention she took my temperature again? Even though she got the paper, I went to another part where my temperature was taken again, and I was tested. I was thinking that they made some form of mistake because I come here with a negative result, and they still tested me. I still got my throat swab, which was awful. I got my nasal swab, which was awful too, because it was just awful. The testing was awful. Let nobody tell you that it does not. There's no pain. There's pain. I felt pain, but I wasn't bleeding or anything after the horror stories. It just like it was uncomfortable. So, off late, I got my result back. I was negative, but I'm still told that even though the test came back negative, you still have to be in quarantine for 14 days. So I don't know what's going on with me. I'm still presently on quarantine. My test result came back this morning negative. The one that I took in the US coming here was negative. I'm still quarantined. Now, before I jumped the gun, so they took my test, and then I had to go in another line now to a JDF, where a JDF officer was checking for the app, the JM COVID app, but it was already on my phone, and he was there. He was trying to go through the same procedures basically to get the app started. The app on my phone was working, but somehow, some way, it wasn't doing what they wanted it to do, because when it's supposed to send a code to your email, and on my phone, when you send a code to your email and you're trying to get into my email, it's coming off the COVID Jam app screen to go on the thing. It's hard to explain, but anyway, he told me that the app is not working for me on my phone. I should just go. That's what he said to me. I should just go. So I went, and I haven't gotten checked up on or anything since I've been here. But I'm still taking protocols. I'm still quarantining myself. Even though I know now that I'm okay, I don't have it. So the JDF was there to keep order, making sure everybody stays 6 feet apart. And as I mentioned, I sanitized like about 4 more times before getting tested. So after the officer was trying to get it to work, I didn't work. He said I should just go collect my bags, and then no, he just said go, and I went. I got a paper showing me like to the traveler a health alert notice, in case I have a fever or anything I should call. It showed me how to wear a mask and stuff like, and how I should actually record my temperature and stuff. I got this paper after getting tested. But the funny thing is, I got a paper, not an envelope like what other YouTubers got that traveled. But I didn't get an envelope, and I did not get a thermometer. So I'm saying, like, if I'm supposed to keep tabs of my temperature for 14 days and I'm supposed to be quarantined, how do I go about getting a thermometer, because I'm not going to go on the road to get a thermometer. And how do you know that person's where I live, I want to be home, people are working, how they want to be home to actually go and get me a thermometer? Anyways, I'm glad my test came back negative and everything is okay, because I just can't. They did not give me a thermometer. But I know that they were doing it previously, so I won't be too hard on them. So, as I said before, I went to customs now, and customs, I went into the non-declaration line and stuff, and I went through pretty fast there. They didn't check my bags or anything. I went through pretty fast, and the bags did not come on the baggage thing, the carousel, the baggage. They were just laying around. You had to go get your bag and push it slowly. It was coming around, and the thing was just lying there out among other bags. I wiped down my bag that I got, sanitize it down, because I had sanitizing wipes, guys. I had Lysol sanitizing wipes. When I went into the plane, I wiped down my seat, the window, everything that I'll be touching. I wipe that down, wipe it down, especially the screen, because when I'm traveling, I don't like watching movies. I like to watch where the live GPS, where you see where you're passing over, how far you're from MBG. I like that, so I wipe the screen down because I'll be frequently touching it. So yeah, guys, and that's what I went through. But I'm just saying that everybody is different. They told me that they'll call me and stuff. They did not call me. I have not been checked on for the past, I've been here 4 days now. I haven't been checked on at all, and that's it, guys. But let me tell you, it's way easier if you download that app on your phone, because I see people in the line. They were there and they were waiting. They were having problems downloading the app on their phone. They were having real problems downloading the app on their phone. So it's best if you download the app on your phone. But that's it for now, guys. I'm here in Jamaica, and the rain is falling presently. I can show you outside. You can see, oops, yeah, my window is it's raining, but that's my view, guys. That's my view from my bedroom window. There's an ackee tree over there, and yeah, I have an ackee tree in my yard. You could see it's starting to open now too, the ackees. Yeah, guys, but that's about it. If you are gonna travel, you could travel. It's not if you're traveling. It's just that the protocols to come through Jamaica. When I finished with all of those things, I was so tired. It made the experience a little bit more. I know you have, the country has to be protected and stuff, but trust me, it was like I was going to a different country. I felt like when I was going to the United States, I was question everything. But Jamaica is doing a good job, because I could tell you, JFK, away from them, we were in the mask. There was no social distancing. Nobody was enforcing anything. So, and another thing, in Jamaica, I get to breathe. I breathe fresh air. I haven't breathed fresh air in a long while now, because I have to be, I could get up in the morning, I could breathe in all this fresh air. So I'm not having a bad time. I was just tired of being inside. I come and I have to be trapped inside. But I have my test result now that's out. So I want to know how to go about doing it now. Am I still on a quarantine? Why am I still on the quarantine when my test result that they did at the airport came back negative, and the one that I bought from New York was negative? Now, I do understand if you're quarantining me upon saying that, not looking at the one from New York, but what about the one that you did when I came off the plane? That one is supposed to be, but still on quarantine. But guys, let me tell you, Jamaica is this time around it's different. I love my country, but it's just that this time around I had a hard time, you know. But it's okay because I mean day 5 now or day 3, and I'm not having a bad time. I didn't go nowhere, but I'm still happy to be home. And as you can see, I got my hair done. Marcin came and she did her thing, you know. She did her thing, because that lady in New York, she don't know how to do hair at all. Like, she don't know how to do like my weaves, but not crescent braids. So Marcin did her thing, guys. She did her thing. I'm wearing the water wave because hopefully I'll get to go to the beach or the river, and I want to have my hair intact. So this is a water wave, free trust water wave. So guys, I'll check back in with you when I have something more interesting to come and say. But I thought you should just know that coming to Jamaica, everybody has a different experience. My experience was not the best, but I do understand why they're taking all the protocols, all necessary protocols that they need to take, because trust me, Jamaica is 855 cases and only 10 persons died, and about over 800 and something recovered. So they're doing good. I think America needs to take one little page out of our tiny island book, and they'll be okay. So guys, I will check back in with you when I have something else to post or so. Take care, stay safe, and please, if you haven't done so yet, like my video. Of course you're gonna like it because it's information. Subscribe, share this video, because other people will be traveling and they need to know what to do or how to prepare. And also leave a comment, tell me how your experience was when you were coming down, because it was totally different from mine. Because I don't think anybody has gotten tested and then when your test come back negative, you're still in quarantine. I don't think that has happened to anybody else. But let me know, and see you in my next video. Bye guys.